around the outside. 3-3s for both teams, no surprise.
And no surprise, the Titans jump down, Bumper first, and they're gonna jump right onto Violet. Super takes Bumper out with the charge though. So Shock, we'll see if they can fight their way through this one. Sominsu taking a lot of damage, but they do get Super. So, I don't know, Choyobin looks like he might get demeched here. Rascal trying to flee as well, and so the Shock will reset.
Rascal, is he gonna fall? Yes, he will. So
ooh, that's big.
that's going to be a stagger, and that will give Bumper enough time. He's already back on the point with the rest of his team. Shock looked kind of unprepared to follow up on Super's charge.
Yeah.
They were split up early and Violet goes down. It looked like half the team thought they should be heading out. Had they stayed together, I think that they may have been able to capitalize on that fight, considering it was a 5 versus 5 nearly immediately, and Shock did have that respawn advantage closer to their own spawn. However, Titans
they're doing it
the high
again.
ground.
And they managed to separate Rascal, and he's down. Sominsu getting the pick. And I mean, I love the Titans because most of their strategy just is like, well, let's just jump on them.
Yeah.
And it works.
And the thing is that the way that the NYXL on their attack used the 3-3 into the Titans' 3-3 defense was by coming up the route you're seeing right now. It was by knocking them off the high ground first and then rotating all the way around the back to the choke point that the payload goes through. So they were trying to avoid a lot of the high ground advantage that the Titans would have. Shock are not doing that. They're not repeating the pathing of the NYXL that led to a successful point A attack yesterday.
They're repeating the pathing they've been doing the entire time here. Now the Graviton Surge comes in. Counter
Showers, massive,
that's a
massive.
big whoa. All right, Super once again bails his team out, and that is gonna be a point A take.
Wow. That was quite a mighty combo there from the San Francisco Shock.
Dude.
It was looking like they may have been heading into full hold territory, but let's take a look at this one again. Watch the Graviton from Sinatra as well. So that gets thrown in at the same time. And they find the moment on the ball. It's just lucky.
I mean, you know that Reinhardt is going to be walking in and swinging his hammer, and Super just not wasting any time, taking advantage of the aggression of Bumper.
Again. And look at this now. It's still a Titans advantage, though. They held on to a lot of their ultimates because they died so quickly.
Yep.
Now they're going to back off. Ooh.
Muff did not want to have to use his shield right there.
Nice
Shatter
by
comes in
Bumper.
onto Super, so things really falling apart in a big way for Shock. And that's big. That's really big for the Titans because now they're going to get to have a great defensive position with an ultimate advantage for a little while at the beginning of point B.
I mean, straight up the sound barriers today have been better for the Titans. That one, the team was not expecting it to Shock. They were already in the process of disengaging and did not expect the sound barrier to come through. So communication error, and Titans will reap massive benefits out of that. It's just like a free ult advantage.
Pretty much. I mean, look, Sominsu is going to toss the grab in there. We'll see if they can win a fight off of this one as well. It's going to force the Transcendence out from Violet either way. So you're going to be happy with that.
Bumper low, Bumper very low.
Ooh, they have to get the Transcendence on the Vancouver side as well. Now Sinatra with his own grab. Goodbye, Slime. Moth in trouble, Twilight down. Looking good for San Francisco so far. That fight got a little bit weird, but San Francisco taking it in the end.
I mean, both of these teams are excellent at following up on forced support ults. Both of these fights now have had early support ultimates that have been used, and it's been the counterplay, the reaction from the other team that has catalyzed victories in these team fights. Sinatra there, he had a big punish off of the early trance.
Pretty much. Now you get a lot of distance if you're San Francisco Shock. And as far as ultimates go, it's gonna be the Titans with a little bit of an edge, but I only say a little bit because the Shock are about to have both support ultimates, so they can swing it into their favor in a hurry. Bumper goes for an aggressive Shatter, doesn't really deliver anything though. And now Super with reverse Shatter onto Janu, that's right. I believe he knocked down someone else as well. Super down though, Hawksile takes him mid-charge, and now the Titans charging back in themselves on the back of that sound barrier, but no kills. They might want that one back. Oh, they do get Choyobin, so it's going to be a good fight. Titans will be happy with that one.
Shock again. They're sort of falling apart when it comes to their support ult usage. Violet and Moth both just stacking support ults right there on a fight that was already lost. Sound barrier in late. So they lose the fight and use both support ultimates. That's so damaging because Titans now, they're going to have that Graviton Surge. This should be an easy win. And with only 90 seconds left, this is going to be very hard for the Shock.
Yeah, you got to be more efficient than that. Grab, Sominsu just walks up and does it. Super gonna go down right after Rascal. Easy fight win for the Titans. Sinatra's going to come back with his grab, but the Vancouver Titans are going to have their Transcendence, so they're not going to be too worried about that.
Yeah, they're not going to be worried at all. So you can see them backing off very quickly. Trance is still available, like you say. So this is going to be really problematic, I think, for the Shock. Can Violet charge up a Trance fast enough is probably going to be the major question, because ideally for the Shock, you pull out the Trance with the Graviton Surge, and then you try and win what happens afterwards with your own Trance.
Right.
So there's a very tight window here for the Shock to take this point.
All right, Shock need to get something done. They need to get it done now.
They can't get picked off at all.
Yeah, Titans with the high ground.
Violet.
And they can hold that for quite a long time.
Violet needs this Trance. Bumper has a Shatter right now. He's going to be looking for that opportunity. Bumper's made some big Shatter plays today already.
Yeah, oh, big Shatter would pretty much end the round. We'll see if the Titans can do it.
Wow, aggressive charge there coming in from Super. Sinatra's
Oh,
going to pick up
Haxel!
Haxel. That's a free one. That is terrible for the Titans.
Oh man, that is not what they could allow to happen. Now they're going to dedicate ultimates to this. They still want to win it. Sinatra with the grab though. They lock up Janu. Janu though got that self-destruct, and Bumper goes in with the Shatter. Sinatra in trouble. He got up just in time to get the shield. Twilight has to, or rather Violet has to use the Transcendence. Now the grab comes in from the Titans. Sound barrier, self-destruct from Chalk, not getting a whole lot. Haxel down again. He dies one more time, and the Titans are still going to fight this. All they need to do is win a fight, and they will win the round. We're into overtime for the Shock right now. Super goes. Oh no, Bumper. He's the one who falls. Super had like no health, but they somehow kept him alive. What in the world was that?
Shock constantly fighting with a player advantage, and they are able eventually to bend it to their will.
I don't know how they kept Super alive there. That was crazy.
Split spawn, that is huge. And yeah, keeping Super alive, massive. But the Shock are very good at keeping Super up. Super plays a more passive style, where he will start retreating when he gets low, and they save their cooldowns a lot of the time to save Super. Happens again there. Sinatra, he's trying to build up to that grab. Somitsu very far away from a Graviton of his own right now.
You saw average energy 72%. That's insane for a Zarya. That's a ton of damage.
It's 73% for Somitsu. They are neck and neck.
Oh, they're great Zaryas. No surprise there. Bumper in a lot of trouble.
Off the side.
Get knocked in. Oh, no, he didn't get knocked in, but he's going to take a lot of damage either way. Sinatra with the grab again. But it's on the cart. No, the cart is not on the enemy team. You don't grab the cart. Somitsu's grab gets eaten by Choyopin, though. And Moth is down. So the Titans with a 6v5, maybe off the back of Violet's Transcendence.
No, Shatter. The Shatter turns
the kills. They do. They flip the fight, and they're going to keep this payload moving. That is 2 clutch fights in a row for the Shock now.
I mean, Super Shatter turned that around 100% for the team.
Yeah.
Also, the fact that the grab got eaten on the side of the Titans. Big plays from the Shock to keep this push alive. They've got 10 seconds to finish this map.
And remember, this is a map they're trying to win the entire series. Bumper has to throw that shield up to block the self-destruct. Now the Shatter comes in, a dart down Moth and Super. Janu gets another one, and at the last moment, the Titans coming back. And it looks like they might actually be able to win this and stop the payload before it reaches the end. They will. So despite the heroics, the Titans still do stop them short of completing the attack round.
Yep, and that means it doesn't have to get quite to the end for the Titans to take the win here on Blizzard World. High fives on the Shock side, decent push, nothing extraordinary.
Well, you've put yourself in a position, you've put yourself in a position where you can actually defend and win the map yet.
Yes, you can. And let's see what the Titans are going to do. They came out with that multi-DPS look. Obviously, that's going to be in the heads now of the San Francisco Shock.
Right.
Do you run the Winston here, or do you stick with the Reinhardt and try and play the long game? You probably stick with the Rein, just because you know they have to push almost all the way through the map, and even if you lose that first point, you'll have a 3-3 ult advantage heading into the rest of your defense, or at least at the very start. So I think that's probably what you do, but Shock may have other ideas.
Super doing his best to keep his hands warm. It is a bit chilly in the arena, as it usually is, so gotta have warm hands, gotta have the hot hands to play the Reinhardt, to play pretty much anything, really. In Overwatch. Oh, it's Murloc Island. That's the only safe place on this map, actually. I would be retreating to Murloc Island right now if I was like an attendee at Blizzard World today.
Yeah, it does seem quite dangerous there. I'd be riding those roller coasters in the background. Those look fun and also out of harm's way.
They look fun right until a Zenyatta orb hits you and knocks you right out of it. Remember, no damage fall off. You're not safe. You're not safe on that roller coaster from Zenyatta.
That's true.
That's right.
So San Francisco Shock usually like to play low ground defenses here on Blizzard World. not the high ground that we saw from the Titans. Titans going to go for the Rhine 3-3. They will not be repeating the strategy that lost them Blizzard World when they played yesterday against the Excelsior.
No bumper Hanzo this time. Much to the sadness of the fans, but
maybe
if you're a real
fans.
Titans fan, yeah, I was going to say, if you're a Titans fan, you're probably okay with that.
I think you're probably okay.
Yeah.
So Summon Su gonna. Ooh, is it interesting?
All right.
A little bit of flanking here from the. It's a low energy Zarya, so it's going to be a little tickle.
I mean, he's tempting the shock to collapse on him, right?
Well,
That's going to let the team come in from the other side.
He's trying to force him out of position.
Yeah.
They're not going to take the bait though.
Nope.
But now the Titans have muscled their way onto the point. Super are going to be looking on the outside in. Tank's chunked down right now.
Yeah, you got to be
Percentage
careful.
building up for the Titans.
And no Zarya shield for Super at the moment. Choya Bin.
Oh,
in a little bit
so low, but they can't finish him off. Barrier's still there.
Yeah, he's got plenty
the
of shield
Reinhardt
left here.
Yeah, you do have to back off though.
Oh,
and Violence
nice.
is going to
Okay.
land a headshot onto Summon Su.
That's how you do it, man. You're not safe anywhere from this Zenyatta. Roller coaster or behind a house or something like that. Murloc Island, nowhere is safe from Violet. He's got his Transcendence now too. He's in great shape.
Violet's having an outstanding day
Yeah.
so far. You have to admit, even if you are a Titans fan, Violet has been dominating. It's helped that he's had very little pressure on him, but considering that he's been given a lot of space, he's created big plays in this series.
Absolutely. So the Titans will have some ultimates coming online for themselves after a little bit of poking here on their next attack. We'll see how aggressive they want to do because Shock has a big ult advantage right now. You can't just rush into this if you're the Titans.
Yeah, playing the corners, looks like they're going to try and take this high ground. They know Sinatra has the Graviton right now. Summon Su nearly matching. They drop back down.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, bumper. Start to swing a little bit here. Summon Su, use that self shield.
Rally used later for the shock.
All right, that's okay. Grab comes in from the Titans. Shatter not getting a whole lot. Now the grab comes in. Bumper in big trouble. Can they keep him alive? They can. Barely keeping him alive with the Transcendence. Now the Titans need to strike back. They've got 2 ticks already. They've nearly got point A taken. All right, sound barrier, shock. Re-engaging both teams using that Lucy ult to get the extra shield.
Bumper so low, but he's gonna
Violet!
the Janu, the counter, self-destruct, super play.
And they finally break through here. Moth does
Another
get the
grab?
feedback on the Janu. Yeah, another grab from Sinatra. And are you kidding
It's a 2
me?
versus 2, Sinatra's still alive. Sinatra makes the play. He charges another grab in the fight, and they come back, and that's it for Twilight.
I mean,
the Titans are wiped.
You look at the Overwatch League, you do not see many players better than Sinatra. I don't think you see any players better than Sinatra right now.
Not on Zarya, you have to say.
He is saving them right now.
Well,
and keep in mind, there's 1 minute standing between the San Francisco Shock and a Stage 2 Finals victory.
This could be their revenge for last stage on the Titans.
Yep.
Summon Su has a grab, though. That's what they have to contend with right now. Violet still 25%, needs a little bit more time. How fast can Summon Su chuck this grab out?
They need to get something done fast. There's a
Shatter.
shatter, it's a big one. Can you save the grab now? They stand back up. They're in big trouble. They're going to use the grab. Can they get in there? Flying through is Janu to do the damage, and they're taking out members of the Shock left and right. So it looks like, despite the heroics from the Shock at the end, they're going to have to give up point A. So the Titans will get a chance to get that payload going. Shock nearly had it. They've still got a good chance to defend this one.
I mean, absolutely. They have an excellent chance right now. Shock are coming in with an advantage into this next fight. I mean, the Titans had to just throw everything at that to make sure that they weren't going to fall. Violet now has the Transcendence up, super nearly there at a Graviton. And so this should be a choke fight win here for the Shock unless the Titans can pull out something amazing.
All right, here we go. Super. Oh, he throws down the Shatter. Gets a couple, 2 members, I believe. Now he gets a charge on the Janu. A lot of damage as Hawksall falls as well. There goes Twilight. And so the Shock get their defense going. Off to a great start here on point B. 2:20 on the clock for the Titans.
Did expend the Transcendence, but they hold the Graviton. Summon so nearly up at a grab as well. So we're back now into sort of mirror ultimate territory. Sound barriers up for both teams.
Sinatra doing a ton of damage from this high ground as well. Just roasting the Titans as they try to push forward. Now Bumper getting aggressive. They've got Summon Su grab. They're going to use it. Sinatra will he counter grab? We will see. Moth down, so this might be the time to save it. They're going to try to back away, and yeah, they're 2 separated right now. Oh, Sinatra! Oh no! That grab hit nothing. The Titans winning the fight, and now they've got 5 ultimates to keep pushing. That is tragic for the Shock.
Sinatra thought they were pursuing and that he was going to catch him on the corner, but the Titans, I mean, it was just a split there on the Shock side. Rascal was still in the back line, and they were spending the attention on him instead, and that is really bad, because look at the Titans. 5 ults, nearly 6 ults right now. This is the kind of advantage that can snowball for the rest of this map.
Yeah.
You look at that time and you might say, well, the Titans have to win every fight. But the thing right now is they can. They can do it as long as they are very smart with their ult economy. And that is something the Titans are quite good at.
Oh yeah, there's a reason they're here. There's a reason they won stage 1. There's a reason they haven't lost a match yet in 2019. Bumper walking forward now, and again, Shock just trying to build up their own ultimates, just trying to poke, and they've done a pretty good job of it here. Oxall with the rally. There's the Shatter, knocks on Rascal. Ooh, the Transcendence needs to be used. That's a big self-destruct from the Titans too, pushing everybody in the Shock out of position. Now the grab comes in, and there's not much defense for this. Bumper knocked back as he tries to charge. That saved Rascal's life, actually.
It did!
But Super needs saving too. Okay, Titans. Sominsu down. How in the world did they lose him? That's crazy. Slime out of the way too. Bumper gets the kill on Super, but it's all Shock right now. It's gonna be 20 seconds. The Titans, they need to scramble. Shock might have just done it.
That was an epic win from the Shock. Coming back, buying time to get their ults online, and stopping the charge was so massive.
Yeah.
And now Bumper has to switch to the Wrecking Ball. This is the Titans. Will they lose for the first time ever in the Overwatch League?
Desperation mode for the Vancouver Titans as they walk back in. We're in overtime. The Slime is down. Shock, they are moments away. They've got a fight advantage to send themselves to the champion podium here. Shock, they have the sound barrier. They've got the advantage. A big shatter under the cart. Sominsu knocked down. He's taken out soon. Janu down as well. And the Shock, they may have done it. Only Bumper remaining. Hoxall just trying to stay on the point, but that's going to be it. The grab from Sinatra comes in, and the Shock have done it. They are your Stage 2 champions. And it had to happen sometime. The Vancouver Titans handed their first loss, but the Shock getting the win that was denied them in stage number 1, and doing it in dominant fashion. The San Francisco Shock going from the beginning of stage 2 to here in the championships, losing a grand total of 3 maps along the way. 2 of those in this series. What a run for the Shock.
You can see Krusty, their coach's face, in tears right now. He's done an excellent job with this roster. He has taken a bunch of young players and he has turned them into stage champions. And the Titans, this is their first taste of defeat in nearly a year.
Yeah, you gotta keep that in mind for the Titans here. They have not lost as a squad since the middle of 2018, but the streak had to end at some point, right? And the Shock, this is the team that was promised last year by San Francisco, saying, you know, we're going to pick up players that are too young to play right away. We're going to train them. They're going to turn 18. They're going to start playing, and they're going to win. And that is exactly what we're seeing here in stage number 2. It's a 4-2 victory in the end for the San Francisco Shock. And what a rivalry is building between these two teams right now. You gotta look ahead and wonder what's gonna happen in stage 3 at this point, because neither of these teams look like they're gonna slow down anytime soon. What a series, though. That was a fun one.
Absolutely. Epic back-to-back finals here.
Yeah.
1 win for each of our top 2 teams.
You gotta love it. Man, what a great series. As you can see, Mika Burton standing by with the entire San Francisco Shock roster to break down that series.
Thanks, guys. I'm down here with the entire emotional San Francisco Shock. Congratulations. You guys have completed the anime redemption arc. You have taken revenge on the Vancouver Titans. You have gotten the first win against them. How are you feeling right now?
I don't know. I don't know. I'll be honest, I have no idea.
That's a very valid feeling, just not even knowing. And this momentum for the San Francisco Shock has been insane, going from where you guys were in season 1 to here, stage 2 champions. Are we going to keep seeing this momentum? Are we going to see another golden stage from you guys in right now.
I don't know about a golden stage, but you'll see more wins.
All right. I love your confidence, Super. And obviously, you guys are going to...
Oh yeah, I also want to shout out Ark, Pooks, and Sleepy because they helped us do our warm-up scrims yesterday and today. So shout out to you guys.
That's pure. That's pure. And you guys are obviously going to go out and celebrate and have a good time. I know that I heard talks of a team trip to Hawaii. So is this a bargaining chip? So possibly having some celebration, some fun?
Who's going? Who? Who's going to Hawaii? Are you?
What? Well, now I put it in everybody's mind. So coaches, celebration in Hawaii sounds great. Yeah, everybody's going to party.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I know you're watching.
Oh, that's so cute. Well, thank you guys. Congratulations. Give yourself another round of applause. Audience, give them another round of applause. So I'm going to go make some snow angels and this confetti. That's all we have now. Back to you guys up in the casters.